Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be doing meditation and breathing techniques for anxiety. At some point in our lives, we all feel anxious, whether it's maybe going into a job interview or public speaking, maybe going on a date. But other times we feel anxious for no real reason, or at least we can't identify the reason. And it's just this sort of feeling in the pit of your stomach that just makes you feel uneasy and uncomfortable, and sometimes we just don't know how to release that feeling and get over it. So I've been there, I know how you feel, and to be honest, meditation has been one of the top things that has really helped me to rid myself of the majority of anxiety in my life, and also when moments of anxiety come up, I'm able to better deal with them without letting it spiral. And that's the thing about anxiety, is our physiological reaction is this sort of shortening of breath, which makes you feel like, I can't breathe, I'm dying, and then your mind just keeps spiraling, and then your body keeps going with that fight or flight. So the first technique I'm going to show you is called the extended exhale. Now this technique is amazing because instead of letting our minds and thoughts control our physiological response, we're going to use our physiological response of controlling that, so then we can also control our mind, if that makes sense. It'll make a lot more sense when we start to do this. So you can be sitting anywhere right now. You can even be standing up. This is a technique that we're going to practice right now, but you can implement this at any time, anywhere, any place. And I definitely suggest that you practice the extended exhale, once or twice a day, maybe when you wake up in the morning, maybe when you go to bed, and then that way you'll have it as a tool in your back pocket to comfortably use whenever you need it. So to get started, we're going to just kind of make sure you're in a comfy position. Your shoulders should be back down and relaxed. If you're feeling tense right now, just relax the muscles. Mindfully just kind of scroll through the body right now. If you feel tension anywhere, just kind of try to release it. And we're going to inhale for a count of 3 and exhale for a count of 6. So let's go ahead and do that. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now we'll do it for an inhale of 4, exhale of 8. Ready? Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale. Do one more. Inhale, exhale. Good. Return to a natural breath in and out through your nose here. You might even notice that your body has already calmed down if you were feeling a little tense or stressed or anxious when you started this. So the reason that the extended exhale works is because when we are stressed out, our inhale and exhale becomes very short, right? So we have the short, shallow breath that speeds up our heart rate, it speeds up our thinking, it makes us feel like we're in fight or flight mode, which we are when that happens. So in order to control that response, what we need to do is to lengthen the exhale by twice as long as the inhale. So what we just did was a count of 3 matched with a count of 6. In for 4, out for 8. So as you can see, we doubled that. If you're feeling super anxious and you feel like I can't extend my exhale that long, you can even breathe in for a count of 2, out for 4. As long as you are trying to lengthen the exhale, because when we inhale, our heart rate increases, and when we exhale, the heart rate decreases. So by extending the exhale, we're decreasing our heart rate, we're getting ourselves to a much calmer level. You can also extend the exhale for longer than we were doing. Just the baseline of this technique is that it's twice as long as the inhale. But if you can do 3 times as long as the inhale, which if you practice this technique enough and you're calm enough, you'll get to that point where the exhale almost seems endless. And it's just a really calming, wonderful technique. And if you practice this for, let's say, 2 to 5 minutes, when you come out of this technique, you actually might feel a little bit wonky, a little bit dazed, because your body has calmed down so much. So give yourself time when you come out of it. Don't immediately jump into doing something else. Just take some time to relax. Okay, so now that we learned the extended exhale, which is the one that you can keep, like I said, in your back pocket, use it at any time. This meditation that we're going to do now is more of just a sitting meditation that you can practice a couple times a day for 5, 10, 15 minutes. And it's just a present moment awareness meditation of bringing ourselves back to the breath, anchoring to that breath. When our mind gets carried away, it's easy to spiral our thoughts. So if we can just notice our thoughts and feelings without the complete attachment to them, without the judgment of them, without letting them carry us away, and we're able to just kind of come back to the breath, realize, okay, this is the present moment. I can be here right now with my breath. I'm safe, which hopefully you are in a safe position. If you're not in a safe position, then this is a little bit different. But a lot of times with anxious thoughts, we're in a completely safe space. It's just our mind that's leading us to believe that we're not. So let's go ahead, sit comfortably, back upright, shoulders down and relaxed. Go ahead and close the eyes, resting the hands easily in the lap. Take a couple breaths here, in and out through the nose. Nice, easy breaths. Filling the belly, filling the lungs. You may even notice here that your exhale is a bit longer than your inhale. But just focus here on the inhale and exhale of the breath. Where does the breath feel the strongest? Is it the point of entry? Is it in your throat? Is it in your chest? Is it in your stomach? Wherever you feel that breath is the strongest, focus on that point. Your breath is your anchor. You can come back to it at any point in time. If you have thoughts coming into your mind that are distracting, that's okay. But just simply notice them without judgment. Label it as a thought. Let it go when you're ready, and gently return back to the breath. With each breath, we calm the body, we calm the mind, we let our stress of the day melt away. If you have distracting sounds in your environment or perhaps sensations in your body, just as we did with the thoughts, we simply notice them without judgment. You can label them if you want and let them go. Gently return back to the breath. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Focusing on the point of the breath that feels the strongest. Don't try to control the breath here. If the breath wants to come in short, let it come in short. If it wants to come in long, let it come in long. Just move with the natural pace of the breath. Simply noticing it. Not trying to control anything here. Just being an observer. When you're ready, you can let go of the focus on the breath. Keeping the eyes closed, starting to come back into the room by wiggling our fingers and toes. Maybe you sway side to side. Maybe you shake the head no, nod the head yes. Loosen up. And when you're ready, you can open the eyes. Great job. Please excuse this weird shadow that's coming in right now. I hope that you feel calm and relaxed right now, and that you had a chance to sort of let the stress melt away. If during present moment awareness meditation, where we're focusing on the breath, you find that you have a lot of distracting thoughts, that is a sign of stress leaving the body. So believe it or not, that's a perfectly good sign, as well as having no thoughts. So that's the point of meditation, is not to not have thoughts. The point of meditation is to be able to come to the breath, focus on the breath, and when we have thoughts, to be able to just observe them without judgment, let them go, and return back to the breath. The returning back to the breath is one of the most important aspects of this breathing technique. So for as many thoughts as you have, that's as many times as you can just keep returning back to the breath. And if you are feeling especially stressed or anxious, note that you probably will have a lot more thoughts because your mind is racing. So this is a great technique to just calm that brain down and recenter ourselves. And also, this is another really great technique. If you, during a meditation, feel extremely uncomfortable, or even in waking life when you're having a very stressful situation, a really wonderful technique is called the finger across the palm technique. So we have our palms, we just want to take the pointer finger and simply run it across our palms. Do that with the other hand, like this, whoop, whoop. And then close the eyes and gently notice the sensation of that on your palms, waiting for it to fade away. So your only goal here is to just notice the sensation and waiting for it to fade. And it's a really wonderful trick because it actually does kind of remove your mind from whatever is happening and bring you back into the present moment, you know, sort of focusing on those sensations. So give that one a try too. So now we've done 3 different techniques for anxiety. Mix and match them, try them out, give it a few weeks, and let me know what you think. See you next time. Bye.